Peace be upon you, 8th graders. الدرس الثامن lesson 8 comprehension questions about the article Save Our Mother Earth. So today we read the question or reading or comprehension questions about our article that we read together in the last lesson. So let's start, please. A. Read the following sentences and then find in the indicated paragraph. So pay attention and understand the meaning of the question before you answer the question, because they will be a homework for you and you will answer this question. And in the final exam, you will be asked the questions like these. So read the following sentences and then find. Pay attention in the indicated paragraphs. And here I am telling you about the paragraphs where you can find your answers instead of wasting time and effort. So here I need one word that can best replace the underlined words or phrase. So the first step that we need in the final exam to understand the question. And here I am telling you or asking you to give me the meaning of the underlined words. They are in blue for you. They are in blue. So refer to the paragraph, refer to the indicated paragraphs. For example, here you can find the answer in paragraph 1. So we should all understand that pollution has negative effects on man and animals. And here we can find one word that can replace understand in the first paragraph. Now 2. Although doctors still debate the causes of her pain, the primary cause seemed to be the internal injury in her stomach. Again, although doctors still debate the causes of her pain, the primary cause seems to be the internal injury in her stomach. Now we can find the meaning of the underlined word in paragraph 2. So we don't need to look for the answer in the other paragraphs of the selection. Pay attention and try to understand the form of the question. 3. The man has been proven. The man has been proven innocent and he will be set free. He will be set free. It is underlined for you and I need to give me the meaning of this word from paragraph 2. From paragraph 2. We read the sentence, the man has been proven innocent and he will be set free from jail soon, and try to find one meaning for this word in paragraph 2. Now the fourth one is yellow shading for you. Why? Because it is a note for you. It's a very important note for you. Students who disregard doing their homework, students who neglect, students who ignore doing their homework will not pass the final exam. So this is very important note for you and it is shaded in yellow. Pay attention, dear students. Students who disregard doing their homework will not pass the final exam, and this homework is one of these homeworks. So you need to answer these questions in order to pass and be successful this year. You can find the meaning of this regard in paragraph 4. Now question B. Answer the following questions in complete sentences using your own words. Again, answer the following questions in complete sentences using your own words. Some students don't understand and say things that they may answer using your own words, so they shouldn't depend on the information in the text. No, on the contrary, you need to refer to the indicated paragraphs. For example, in question 1, refer to paragraph 1, but after you understand the answer, you can use your own words and form it the way you like. So according to paragraph 1, some students also don't understand the reference of paragraphs. So for example, when I ask him a question, he read the whole text and here he wastes time and energy. According to paragraph 1, so you will find the answer to this question in paragraph 1. According to paragraph 1, it is underlined now for you. So pay attention. According to paragraph 1, why does the writer consider global warming? You know, the scientific topic that we discussed in the article in the last lesson was about the global warming, and here we are asking you a question from paragraph 1, so you can find the answer in paragraph 1. Why does the writer consider global warming the most dangerous environmental problem? Okay? Now, based on paragraph 2, here you can find the answer in paragraph 2. So we are helping you to find your answer easily. But some students don't pay attention. Based on paragraph 2, again it is underlined for you. What major gases lead to the buildup of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere? Again, in the article we talked about gases. We talked about major gases, or we call them greenhouse gases, and all of these gases lead to the global warming. One of them, for example, was carbon dioxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbon. So what major gases lead to the buildup of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere? Now the third question, what is the main idea of paragraph 3? What is the main idea of paragraph 3? Here I read paragraph 3 before I answer. I understand the most important points, the central points, and then I summarize the idea and write the answer here in the space. Now question 4, how would you describe the writer's attitude towards technology? So as it's not necessary to be written directly. You can't find the answer directly. You should guess the answer. So how would you describe the writer's attitude? Was it positive, negative? So you can identify not your attitude. We are asking about the writer's attitude, We are asking about the writer's attitude. Pay attention. Some students may tell me about their attitude. Here the case is different. I am asking you about the writer's attitude towards technology. And here, when you give me a write about the writer's attitude, you only give me half of the answer. You didn't give me complete answer. Here, pay attention and read the second part of the question. Give evidence from the selection. Illustrate. Give evidence from the selection. Now you consider the writer's attitude, for example, negative. Why? Ask yourself this question. Why? So try to illustrate. Now, the fifth question is always repeated. So in all final exams, you will be asked this question. Based on the selection, what does each of the following underlined pronouns refer to? So what does each of the following underlined pronouns refer to? So you will be asked two words in the selection will be underlined. And you will be asked about the reference of these words in the text. So for example, and they are always pronouns. So them in paragraph 1, it is underlined. You can refer to the text and see them in paragraph 1 and they in paragraph 3. So what does these pronouns refer to? And they are always underlined for you. Now C, refer to the selection and then complete the following sentences. Pay attention here. You need to complete these sentences with correct information from the text. So greenhouse gases are responsible for global warming because greenhouse gases are responsible for global warming. They lead to global warming. Why? Ask yourself this question, why? And try to fill in the space with correct information using your own form or style. Now, the rise in the sea levels that leads to coastal flooding. Again, the rise in the sea levels leads to. Here we are talking about a cause and effect. So leads to coastal flooding. Is it due to? So what is the cause of the rise in the sea? Now, writing. I think that some students, and sometimes we don't tell you directly what is the type of essay. Here it is shaded in yellow for you. So you can easily know that it is a narrative essay, and here it is a surprise for you. So most students think that because the topic is, or because the selection is scientific, and we are talking about global warming and environmental issue, so we always ask it to write an expository essay, but here the case is different, and I am asking you to write a narrative essay, and you will write narrative essay because I didn't teach you the expository essay, which will be the topic of our next lesson. So after this lesson, I'll tell you how to write expository essays, and in that case, you will be asked to write one. So read the following statement from the article about. So it is not enough for you to read this statement. It's not enough to read this statement. You need to read every detail in order to write relevant information. Pay attention, dear students. We need to write relevant information. So let's read the statement. Here, the following statement from an article about preserving our planet. An article from about preserving our planet or protecting our planet. So, preserving our planet is the biggest challenge of humanity because environmental problems are diseases that can be cured. They can only be prevented. Okay. Now I understand the general idea when I read this statement, but here I need to understand the details here in order to know what I am writing about. So here we are talking about 16 marks out of 40 marks. So nearly half of the mark in your final exam. So it's very important to know how to write your essay and what type of essay it is. So based on the statement above, okay, refer to the statement, it's not a problem, but pay attention to the information here. Write a narrative essay. Here I told you to write a narrative essay, but in the final exam, you should understand that by yourself. You should read between lines and understand the type of the essay. So write a narrative essay about the experience. And here is the form that, or here are the words which are very important that tell you you are writing a narrative essay. Though the topic is scientific and about natural resources. So I read the question with you. Experience of some family members. So the story will be about some family members who were forced, who were obliged, passive form. They didn't choose. It wasn't their choice, who were forced to move. Why? Because of a natural resources or a natural disaster. For example, in the article we talked about natural disasters such as a flood, such as tornadoes or whatever. So here hurricanes, for example. So here we can write, we can talk about a definite natural resource, and then we say the reasons that make this family move and leave their area. For example, they depended on some resources for living and they lost these resources. For example, they used to fish, so they were fishermen, or they were animal farming, they have animals in their farm, or they were planting, they worked in agriculture or farming. So, but these resources were threatened. Why? Because of some environment. ما بتكمل يعني؟ يلا استاذ مجد رح اكمل من هون بايان شقفه صغيره للدرس لانه توقف الدرس، نحن لساتنا بالدرس الثامن وعم نكمل اخر دقيقه او دقيقتين. So those people depended on natural resources for their living, but these natural resources were threatened by some environmental problems. So here we are writing about an environmental problem, but in the form of a narrative essay about the experience of a family members. So here don't forget to fill in the chart because this will help you a lot. Before you write your essay, before you write your narrative essay, try to fill in the chart with information, and I taught you earlier how to fill in this chart. So first of all, we need to choose a title. Don't forget to write about the setting, for example, the time and the place, where and when this happened, the characters, and here you don't need to write about the main character, you don't need to write about the minor characters, only fill the chart writing about the characters who were very important. For example, your father, your elder brother, your mother, etc. Now we need to write at least about 3 main events in this story. And here we refer to the question. As you develop your essay, pay attention. As you develop your essay, describe what problems the people faced. So in the first event, I write about the problem. Before I write about the event, I write about the problem, which is related to that natural resources were threatened. And after that, I write how they suffered, how this family suffered, and what did they make in order to get their living again. So here we copy the chart, fill it with information between 150 words, and finally we have an ending. So don't hesitate, we have finished till now, and don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much for watching. I am speaking quickly because we are very short of time, and I am trying to do my best to help you as much as possible. We need a lot of time, but you can slow these videos and watch them several times. Thank you very much. See you.